Hello, welcome to the next training week. These are all fairly random training weeks. Not random, but the structure's less structured. We've got powerlifting juniors in a couple of weeks. Once that's done, it'll be back on the road to not being mediocre weightlifting. That was Francis. Some low hang snatches. We had one of Alex's sets of 5. 135, nothing too crazy. He did 5. Moving pretty well. Squat's not his issue. So we're just pushing this really as far as it can, really. So we're only squatting 3 times a week. And then he had some low hang snatches. 67. Pull looking a lot better. Still smashing it forward a touch. But the first part of the pull looking a lot nicer. He's in a much better position there, driving back with his legs well. He's just still got to get used to this new technique. And here I am with 100 kilos for a snatch, double hang snatch, I think. Now, unfortunately this day was the first day I realised that training like a dickhead does not work. It was just everything actually hurting rather than just being sore. Back, elbows and shoulders and knees to some extent. Not doing accessories is obviously pretty stupid, but been doing it for a couple of years and not doing them, but not doing as much as I should. And then finish off with a 195 back squat, moving reasonably well. Did it again at the end of the week and it moves a lot better. But yeah, after this session decided it was enough of, I had enough of just being broken all the time. So I have made a new little peaking program for the juniors powerlifting. Once that's out of the way, obviously with a lot of accessories, once that's out of the way, I'll be back onto being a smart weightlifter, which I haven't been for a very long time, if ever, really. But the British, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to win, I'm not going to compete, as in I'm not like a medal prospect. I am going for fun, per se, but I don't want to take the piss and just, I don't want to take the piss, go there, squat 170 and be like, yeah, it was a good competition. So I want to get reasonably close to my maxes. I'm not holding out much hope that I'm going to beat them, but if I do, then hey. Now I know my leg strength is there. I've got a lot of front squat PBs recently. So although I've not been squatting back squat weight, it's my legs are still there, and it's just hopefully working on some core and back and standing in some good stead with some recovery. So hopefully when it comes around in 2 weeks' time, I should potentially be back to my best, if not better. So, speaking of legs, front squats, Alex back on the tempos, 110. He says he hates these, I'm not surprised. That's a 5 second eccentric, 3 second pause. Hopefully we'll get him strong positionally. His front rack position isn't it's not incredible. This is me doing triples on deadlift at 200. Getting back into the deadlifting, not done it for a while, so probably good time to start now. Moving fine, really. Oh, this is Mignon in a nice 75 kilo clean and jerk PB.
Come on!
Clean needs work, but this jerk is really a thing of beauty. Electing for the push jerk.
Yes! Push up!
I just love it. I think it's awesome. And then also in the same session with Dennis with a 50 kilo snatch PB. Probably the nicest snatches I've ever done. These boys need to get working on their depth, but yeah, it's good. And then Alex hitting 5RM 153, calling it an RP6 or 7. He said. Now, some of them it looks like it's pretty slow, but I think they were reasonably comfortable. And it was beltless as well, which I don't think he's used to. I think he's quite used to wearing a belt for everything. So hopefully this is going to pay off. Nice and comfortable, really. And then he had a clean and jerk complex. About 987 maybe. Now his jerk here is a lot better than it was previously. Pushing down a bit more, it's nice. Can still get the split a touch wider, I think. A touch with the front foot maybe, but that might come with more weight. And then in my pitch for junior powerlifting, adding in some technical work for the lifts, hoping to get just doing no foot powers, just trying to strengthen the power position, work on fully extending. Next thing for me is going to be finishing really tall with the arms as well, keeping it close. But I don't think they're too bad. And then I was really happy with these no foot powers and push jerks at 110. These moved quite nicely. Again, working on full extension. It's probably the first time I've ever got full extension in either of the lifts.
Come on!
It's been 3 years, so yeah, don't know how to think about that.
Oh, the timing.
And then this is my working up to 195 for a single. I hit 2 doubles at 185 after, but 195 is about 90%, and it kind of moves a lot more like 90%. It's amazing what a couple of days can do, honestly. The last one was probably like an RP8 or 9. This is probably an RP6, maybe 7. So that's nice. Obviously, my sticking point is, let's say that's fast for me. That's really fast for me. So I'll take that. And then the same thing, 90% bench, 112. This move's actually really nice, so I was quite surprised. You know, it was really, really easy. So hopefully, you know, there is possibly some hope that I will get back to some of my depth. I just need to stick on top of my sessions work, etc. Still waiting to hear back from the coach. Still waiting to hear back from his last words regarding me not being in the programme. Yeah, hopefully it pays off. There's Francis with some snatch complexes and some clean and jerks. Does this crazy thing with his legs you see on the clean. Really fully locks out his knees before he even really started taking pull. Working on it at the moment. Yeah, I remember these jerks actually being quite nice, quite really nice there. Drifts forward quite a bit. His I think he just needs a bit more time under the bar, really. I think his time's going to come. And then Colin, yeah, 75. A set of 10 on back squat. Really strong, 75%. So a couple of sets of this. He's worked on his hip mobility for the last week or two, and it's made a big difference. I've got videos from the side as well, and you can really see significantly less tucking. But yeah, big gains from him. He did a similar thing with push press, 75%. Obviously that's not incredibly interesting to watch. But yeah, hopefully in a couple of weeks he'll be back to his best, really. Making some new PBs. That's it for another week. Next week will be the final big week leading into juniors before a rest. Yeah.